Hiya. Today we're looking at Jeremiah 21 to 23, and in this passage Jeremiah has a number of prophecies against several of the kings of Judah. So Zedekiah, Jehoiakim and Jehoiachin, and he kind of gives woes to these people. He says, woe to you for doing this and woe to you for doing that. You're these shepherds who are supposed to have looked after the people, but actually you've been bad shepherds. And he's kind of like, you get echoes of some of the other major prophets at the time, like Ezekiel from Ezekiel 33 and 34, and Isaiah as well from Isaiah 11. And these kind of thoughts are echoed also in Revelation chapter 5, verse 5. And so Jeremiah prophesies about a return to the land. So he looks beyond this time immediately that's about to come when they will all be forced to leave the land. And he looks beyond that time and he says, actually, after that, there will be a return back to the land. And God will eventually raise up a righteous ruler, a good shepherd, who is a branch of David. And again, all this language reminds us of the other great prophets who prophesied around the time of the exile. So Ezekiel said that there would be a good shepherd who will give them a heart of flesh, not a heart of stone, who will rescue them, who will make a covenant of peace with them and free them and bless them. And Isaiah, of course, the famous bit that we read at Christmas, that to us a son is given, to us a child is born, and he'll be called the wonderful Counselor, the Prince of Peace, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, and who will reign on David's throne. And so all of the major prophets kind of stand together in this time, and they point to this moment when God will free the nation, and he will send this righteous ruler to come. And it's the kind of line of prophets really that started all the way back with Elijah, who kind of spoke to the kings of the time and called them to justice, and spoke to the people and called them to come back to God, and also pointed forward and said God will eventually demonstrate this himself. He will come himself and he will show us the way. And at the end of that load of prophets comes John the Baptist, he also points and he says, behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. And that one who they prophesied, the branch of David that Jeremiah talks about here, Jesus walks up to John, and John baptizes him in that moment. And so you've got this whole line of prophets from Elijah to John the Baptist, or even going back to Moses to John the Baptist, who all should say there is one who is coming, there is one who is going to show us how to live our lives and deliver us and free us. And Jeremiah is one of those prophets who shows us what is to come.